Mary Howard here with There's No Place Like Home NC, Red Boots Realty powered by eXp Realty. And today's video is a past seller client sharing her transaction experience with us. Let's meet Miss Doreen. Here we go.
So thank you for allowing me to interview you.
Sure, no problem.
You are just a hoot.
Well, thank you.
I enjoy every time that you have a transaction and we work together. I love those 45 days.
It's a good day. It's a good day, Mary. Life is short. Gotta have a good day.
So tell me, what information, what advice would you go back in time and tell your selling person? What would you change, or what would you want to know?
So I think for us, we had the unique environment of having the COVID. So I don't think that I really understood how much of a delay that caused. I don't think I would do a whole lot different because I feel like everything really fell in place properly, and there was a lot of great steps before we got to the actual closing. So I don't know if I would change anything. There were things that I think were really advantageous, like reading the contract thoroughly, because I'm sure you work with people that just rely on you to say, I don't have to read this because that's what Mary's here for. And while I think that is absolutely true, I also believe that it helps you with understanding the process and the timeline, and that, you know, there's steps in there that help you navigate when there is a delay, or, you know, what's going to happen once your home is inspected, and, you know, what happens after that. And that's outlined pretty nicely in the North Carolina contract. So I appreciated reading that and reading it and reading it. So I would not change that part about the process. And then just, you know, remaining optimistic, even though there's delays that have nothing to do with the buyer or the seller. There's just delays, to just stay flexible and understanding that it's part of the process, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the deal. It's just part of the process, and there's really nothing you can do about it except ride the wave until you get to closing.
A part of buying a new home is being flexible, being able to communicate, and just chilling and going through the process. So,
yeah, like you have to trust a little bit, and then not, you know, not to say that the person isn't going to find a different property, but you have to trust that everybody's in this together, and you're just going to get to the finish line. No worries.
So you are, to the future clients, future buyers or sellers, what's the number one thing that you did to prepare yourself for selling your house?
I would say I reviewed the market myself first prior to talking to you, realtor, just to get a firm understanding of what the homes were selling for in our area, how quickly they were selling, what type of home was selling in the area, just to have a nice background so that when you and I did come to the table, that we could exchange thoughts and come up with a reasonable number that made sense.
Doing a little investigative work.
Yeah, a little bit on your own. Why not? I mean, it's your property. And not that we don't trust you, but I think two minds are better than one. And, you know, a little bit of our view and a little bit of your view, you come up with that great number. It's worked for us so far, Mary. So
it has.
So and I think it just, you feel better not going into the meeting cold. That if you do a little bit of due diligence on your part, it makes it just an easier understanding of where to begin.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And there's so much out there that you can read and learn and take a hold of, and you might not understand it. For me, I can read something, digest it as best I can, but until I walk through it, it doesn't really take hold, sink in. So, right. I mean, that's the same way with the North Carolina offer to purchase contract. You know, yeah, it's 15 pages. And you can read it and you're not going to know what all exactly it says, but you read it, have it stuck up here, and then your agent and I come along and we talk about it, and then it kind of gives you more body. I appreciate your time. Thank you again.
You're welcome, Mary. Always good to see you.
Thank you for watching this video. Click the link below to watch the next video. Don't forget to hit that icon bell to subscribe. This is Mary Howard with There Is No Place Like Home NC.